Called to appear before the British Boxing Board of Control next month to explain his brawl with David Haye in Munich. Chisora faces a range of sanctions, including a possible life ban. Well, Chisora has wholeheartedly apologised for his behaviour, but Haye hasn't, and has laid the blame squarely on Chisora.
Unsavoury talk, followed by unsavoury scenes, and Dereck Chisora has been blamed for instigating the brawl by the man he brawled with. David Haye says Chisora caused what he called a serious disturbance, something which threatened to damage the reputation of the sport we both love. Chisora has wholeheartedly apologised for his conduct before and after his defeat to Vitaly Klitschko. Haye hasn't said sorry and hasn't been seen publicly since Saturday night. His former trainer Adam Booth, who was caught up in the aftermath, was back at work with his cut covered by a hat.
Do you regret it happened?
I think everyone does. You know, I love our sport. I love the sport of boxing. I believe the sport of boxing is the best sport in the world. And anything that makes, you know, boxing look bad is a real shame, because it is such a great sport. And with that said, I will get back to it.
But just finally, there is some suggestion that perhaps it was some kind of pre-planned event, you know, a publicity stunt.
I didn't get that memo. If I had, I might have ducked.
Chisora has also been held responsible by Carl Froch.
You need seriously talking to, not just because of what happened with David Haye at the post-fight press conference, what happened onto the whole build-up of the fight. I was disgusted, and you know, I was cringing at some of the stuff he was doing. Slapping Vitaly Klitschko was terrible. He slapped him really hard in the face, and then his brother getting water spit in his face before the fight. I think that was disgusting. So it's all Dereck Chisora here.
Others have said the sport has been brought into disrepute by the melee in Munich.
If you contrast that, those two individuals, with those that we're going to put on the stage in 2012, representing this country in the Olympics, in boxing, probably the best squad we've ever had for an Olympics. You contrast that and the world of boxing, and contrast what happened in Munich in the last 48 hours. Those people ought to see themselves as an absolute disgrace to call themselves boxers.
Chisora is back in the country and has been called to appear before the stewards of the British Boxing Board of Control on March the 14th, while Haye says he'll happily assist in any investigation. Damesh at Sky Sports.